Are my gym results normal for my workout experience? I will help you answer that question by presenting methods from two renowned specialists which define how strong you should be. These methods are pre-made tables for monitoring the workout progress. The most popular authors on the topic are Henriques and Mark Rippetoe. Henriques is a former American powerlifter and a coach of a large group of top-tier athletes who put his years of knowledge down on paper in his book All About Powerlifting. He was also one of the first authors of industry-related materials available online. He has published for T Nation, among others. He divided the athletes working out under his eye into 3 strength levels, depending on the results achieved. The decent level, which is one that most adepts should reach within 6 to 12 months of uninterrupted exercising. Someone at this level won't be as strong as a powerlifter, but they most certainly won't be seen as weak either. Henriques emphasizes that there are cases where genetically predisposed individuals start working out without introduction while already on this level. Henriques shows the numbers in the table very approximately, and as he admits himself, these are based on his years of experience as an athlete and coach. What matters more is the relation of the weight lifted to the body weight, which means that if you have been training for around a year in order to achieve the decent level, you should be able to do a squat with a weight equal to 1.5 of your body mass, maintain the same weight ratio during deadlift, and bench press your own weight times 1.25. At the same time, while maintaining the adequate shape, do 10 pull-ups, 20 dips, and 30 push-ups. The good level is reached by most practitioners after around 3 years, but if they run into injuries or other difficulties along the way, this process may get extended up to 5 or even 10 years. Someone who is good will be stronger than most people at the gym and definitely stronger than average untrained people. A good person can do a deadlift and a weighted squat with a body mass conversion times 2, whereas bench pressing times 1.5. Add to that another 10 pull-ups, 20 dips, and 30 push-ups. The great level can only be achieved by some of the practitioners, usually those with experience between 5 and 10 years. This can only be achieved while maintaining optimal dietetic and training conditions, and only in people with extraordinary genetic predispositions. Practitioners who are prone to injuries, not committed, or those who took a lot of time reaching the earlier stages will most likely never achieve the kind of results that Henriques considers to be great. When at this stage of training, the conversion for deadlift is body mass times 2.75, in a squat times 2.5 and times 2 for bench pressing, on top of that a total of 30 pull-ups, 60 dips, and 90 push-ups. An even more extensive method of categorizing natural exercisers was developed by one of the greatest American authorities in strength training, Mark Rippetoe, widely known for his proprietary program Starting Strength. Unlike the Henriques' categorization, he divides exercisers into 5 categories. Category 1, called the beginner, is for people of average fitness up to 6 months of experience in working out. Category 2, the novice, is made up of those with up to 1 year of experience. Category 3 is intermediate with 1 to 2 years of experience. Category 4 is advanced, 3 to 4 years of training. Category 5 is what Rippetoe calls the elite, and these are athletes with minimum 5 years of experience. Consequently, moving on to a higher category on the Rippetoe scale doesn't take as many years of exercising as with the Henriques scale. On the other hand, some people are already predisposed well enough at the beginning to start at the Group 3 level right away. Rippetoe's categorization is based on very specific results in the competitions the exercisers want to aim at. The tables include a huge combination of results for different weights and strength categories. In order to cut down describing them as much as possible, I will show the required results in deadlift for men of average weight, 180 pounds for 5 groups. A beginner should be able to lift 147, whereas a novice 275. Someone intermediary should be able to perform this exercise with a weight of around 313 pounds, while someone advanced with 440. The elite result for a man of this weight is 550 pounds. Each of the similar methods has its limitations though. That's because we differ in the anatomical structure of the bones, age, tendon structure. And above all else, not everyone trains in powerlifting. It is logical that someone who starts working out at the age of 20 has a huge advantage over a novice who is 35. It's about the bone density, hydration of joints, natural production of anabolic hormones. It is also a proven fact that the sooner we start strength training, the more beneficial the impact of it on the adaptive skills at later age. Plenty of sources say that naturally, a real progress in strength can be observed more or less until the age of 40, after which the body's ability to regenerate and to adapt to load gradually decreases. We don't have equal chances in competitions either. For example, the key in squats is the tibia to femur ratio. People with short femurs and a long torso have it easier to maintain an optimal center of gravity without being forced to bend over. In less ideal situations, the longer the athlete's femur, the more he pushes his hips outside the center of gravity, thus forcing bigger and bigger torso inclination and burden on the vertebrae. In bench pressing, people with short arms and protruding chests will do the best. It is obvious that the longer the upper limbs, the longer the distance for the weight to travel. On the other hand, short arms are a curse for those dreaming of records in deadlift because, similarly, the weight has to travel a longer distance from the ground. The strength development chart goes hand in hand with the most popular charts for muscle mass building abilities, like the one by Lyle McDonald. The biggest growth can be observed at the start, together with a dynamic muscle mass growth. It is believed that within 3 years, those with the best genetics for bodybuilding will be able to get close to 20 kilograms of muscle mass growth. However, both methods for estimating the training level show that even after a period of a rapid mass gain, we are able to observe a significant strength progress. This is because the main factor deciding about the strength is what percentage of the existing mass we can use for exercising. In other words, how many motor units we can activate. A motor unit is a nerve cell and the muscle fibers innervated by it, called myofibrils. Higher order units require a stronger stimulus for activation, which is easiest to cause by progressively increasing the weight. The bottom line is that when we exercise our strength, we exercise our nervous system.